Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Fano here, and today Valve released a new post on their CSGO blog featuring 17 brand new CSGO skins that are going to be added in the Dreams and Nightmares CSGO case coming out in a couple of weeks. In the blog post, they say that the CSGO team reviewed over 15,000 entries from artists from all parts of the globe and decided that 10 winning submissions wouldn't be enough, so they added 7 additional spots for a grand total of 17 new skins in the case. $1.7 million going to be paid out to the creators in total, so that's pretty cool. And the winning submissions were produced by 24 different artists, with 14 of them being first-time contributors to the workshop, and they are contacting them, and like they say here, they're going to release the case in the next couple of weeks. I predict early December, maybe first week, second week of December, sometime around then. But now let's actually dive into the skins and give you guys my first impressions of the skins. So here we go. 7 mil-spec skins are in this case. Pretty standard. Most cases are usually like that nowadays. 7 blues in that case. And if we go ahead and take a look at some of them, let's see here. The one that really stands out to me is the P2000, which is called Flying in a Dream. Now keep in mind, guys, there's still plenty of time for the skins to be added to the game, so they could theoretically change the name of some of these skins, maybe even some, small detail of the art. They could have the creator tweak a few things, remove a few things, add a few things, etc. It doesn't usually happen, but it can. And obviously the name is entirely up to Valve. They can name it however they want, since it is their video game. They are just paying for the rent, if you will, of the skin. So really cool stuff. I think the Flying in the Dream is actually really nice. Looks solid mil spec, probably the best one out of all of them. But there are some other ones that are, pretty decent. Like the Mag 7's all right, not too shabby. And then obviously the Mag 10. Actually, the Mag 10 might be just as good as the P2K, if not a little bit better. These eyes do glow in the dark, so when you're in the shade, they will appear as if, hey, it's very ominous and nightmarish, if you will. So pretty cool stuff there. Sawed off. I mean, nobody really uses the sawed off unless you're like an Office main player, but either way, the MP5 Kids Necronomicon, interesting name. I doubt it's gonna be the same name when it comes into the game, but it might. And overall, doesn't look too bad. It definitely fits the description of a blue. But next up, here we have a pretty interesting skin. It's the Scar 20 Chicken Fight. Has some really cool chickens. It's a pattern-based skin. The patterns of chickens and, ghostly chickens or zombie chickens, whatever you want to call it. I think for a blue, it's pretty decent. The colors remind me of like a fade. And overall, I'm not really complaining here. The 5.7 is okay. Nothing too spectacular. I think several of the other workshop submission skins that the artists submitted are arguably nicer. But either way, they decided to go with Alpha and Omega, and apparently it fit the bill. They were looking for a type of, bland, nightmarish skin, and they found one, I guess. The skulls, and it's not really my cup of tea, but overall, I'm not here to judge any of the artists. Congrats to everyone who submitted and the people that got selected. Kudos to you, spend that money wisely. And let's keep going here. The next skin that we have is the USPS. Now, this skin is a very interesting one. Has a QR code on the skin, multiple QR codes actually, and the front one, it actually points to the artist's website repository, his workshop repository, I should say. You can take a look at his skins there and the other submissions he's made. So I don't know if that's going to remain in the game. If I were Valve, kind of wouldn't, really like that, because it's really promoting himself. Free advertising, if you will. I don't know if that's allowed. So I personally anticipate they get rid of that, or at least change the QR code a little bit so that it's not a real one. But it is a cool little Easter egg. Apparently it does work. My good friend Onapixel tried it out, and it was pretty successful there. The rest of the barcodes, the one on like the back or the other side of the skin, doesn't really point to anywhere. It's just a randomly generated one. So I don't know why this skin is so obsessed with barcodes. I mean, it's meant to be for nightmares and dreams and stuff like that, but they decided to put barcodes. I guess it's a ticket to hell. Okay, that makes sense. The cool part, and I think the best part of this skin, is actually the part that faces you while you hold the pistol. It actually has some pretty cool teeth marks, or teeth drawing, if you will. So at least that part fits the description or the theme of this competition. Other than that, decent USPS skin, good for black and white loadouts, but nothing really more. Does it belong in the restricted category for CSGO skins? Probably not. not. The M4A1S Insomnia is actually terrifying. I actually think it looks decent, a little bland, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Now, I've definitely seen better purples. I've seen better restricted M4A1S skins in CSGO. This one is by no means one of the best, but I think if you look at the competition, what they were looking for, this thing definitely fits in nicely. Actually, a little bit demented, but either way, congrats to the artist, congrats to Modera and Blazer for their submission getting picked. Next up, however, we have the Dream Glade, the green version of this skin. G3SG1, nobody uses this auto sniper, and this is actually the weirdest skin inside of this collection, and for the reason being, I just don't know what the inspiration is. Like, what is this? Can anybody explain to me what this is? It looks like a jungle, like leaves and eyes are looking at you. Is this supposed to be a dream, a nightmare? Both, maybe? I really don't understand the connection here. Maybe if the artist could let me know, or if anybody is close to the artist, they could let me know, the creator. You know what? Maybe I'll add this guy and ask him myself if he accepts. Hopefully, we'll see. But either way, an interesting skin. I definitely think it's kind of cute, but either way, let's keep going. Next up, we have the PP Bison Space Cat, and this skin, can't really say there's anything special about this skin. It doesn't glow, it doesn't change colors. I really don't think there's even a pattern in here unless I'm mistaken. Paws of the Universe is the description. That's an interesting one. I just think it's a pretty static looking skin, and there's really nothing too special about it. It's just another purple skin in CSGO. Though if you like cats, then definitely this is the skin for you. Gonna be pretty cheap, and definitely fits in with purple themed loadouts. I also like that this person chose Militia to showcase this skin. I think it fits in nicely, and definitely shout out to the Militia fans out there. But next up, this skin right here is such a meme looking skin, the Zombie Offensive. Of course CSGO is gonna accept this. Why didn't anyone think of that? Using CSGO's own art and, you know, changing it up a little bit and making it goofy, silly, funny. Of course CSGO is gonna add it. They're all a bunch of memers, right? So I think it's pretty cool. Comes in many different patterns. There's obviously gonna be rare special patterns. Terrorists broke into a secret biological weapons laboratory, but something went wrong. One of them mistook the can of the virus for soda and quenched his thirst with it. I think that's a perfect description. Overall, I'm very pleased. Love to add this person and ask him exactly what the rare pattern is. Maybe I'll get back to you in a future video, or you guys can, you know, check out some of my live streams over on Twitch. Maybe we can, you know, Q&A him on stream maybe if he accepts. But either way, let's keep going. The FAMAS D&N. I doubt it's really going to be called that. Oh no, it's going to be called Rapid Eyes. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, very cool skin. Very, very scary skin actually. Very mysterious. You know, it reminds me of, for those of you that watch Courage the Cowardly Dog, if you know that TV show, growing up watching it, those eyes, you know what I'm talking about. This is definitely one of those weird looking eyes, not as demented as the TV shows, but this is definitely up there. Very shiny. I like how that like center circle glows in the light. That's very cool. And I wonder if the eyes change direction. Like it, you know, I think it would be really cool if the eyes would point in different directions. That would have made the skin even better, but I think they're just standard. They don't really change. It's not a pattern-based skin, but I'm not complaining. It's a classified skin, so we're just gonna have to go with it. The dual Berettas, though, on the other hand, are actually insane. I actually really like these skins. Dual Berettas, beware of sleeping. That's a watermelon, by the way, guys. But the eyes and the mouth sort of remind me of like the Cheshire Cat, for those of you that read Alice in Wonderland growing up. Very, very scary and creepy, actually. Just like that cat, so very cool looking dualies. They come in apparently MP9 and MP7s. I think the dualies fit in the best. Apparently they have a fading eyes effect in the battle scarred, so that's kind of cool. Gonna be interesting to see the float range of the skin and how it looks really, really beat up. Next up, however, is one of the most controversial skins in this collection, the MP7 Fear, I believe it's called. Very weird name for it. Maybe not weird, but just bland, you know what I mean? I hope you like the MP7 Fear. I actually like it. A lot of people are saying that it doesn't belong in classified, and you know, to a certain extent I agree with you guys, but the description reads, the MP7 Fear depicts abandoned souls falling into a pit of nightmares. You can't escape your destiny. That's actually kind of funny. It's a little glitched. I don't know if it's a pink necessarily. Maybe a purple skin would have been better, but either way, decent looking orange skin if you're into orange themed colors. This is a pretty nice orange MP7, and I'll roll with it. Like, it's not that bad. But of course, probably the best looking CSGO skin is the MP9 Starlight with the unicorn. Very nice looking skin. Probably most people are gonna want this skin out of all of them. Obviously AK, everybody loves the AK, but in this case, this MP9 isn't as controversial as the AK, which we'll get to in a little bit. I think it looks cool. Definitely looks better in light. Obviously has light in its name. I think it's going to be a keeper. I'm going to definitely try to pick one up at some point and showcase for you guys when I can. But next up, we have, of course, the AK47, the covert skin here, the Nightwish, which is pearlescent, guys. I can confirm that, yeah, most likely they are going to add the pearlescent. I saw how it looked in game. Looks absolutely sick. It turns purple in the dark and green, over by the fire, like most pearlescents do. But this skin, if you have a chance to play on like Ravine, or maybe even Militia might look decent with this skin. This is the skin for you. Very colorful, not what most people would expect. I definitely did not vote for this skin, but as I keep looking at it, it definitely grows on you. And I think you guys are, discrediting it a little too much. You're not giving it enough credit. You're gonna like it at some point, I promise you that. But anyways, those were the regular skins that are in the case. We still haven't talked about the knives. We haven't confirmed any of the knives yet. I'll be probably making another separate video on the knives that I think could be added to the case, or if I find any information or leaks, I'll definitely be sure to let you guys know. So in the meantime, hit that subscribe button and hit the like button to show your support. Thank you guys so much for watching. Which skins are your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. So until next time, this is Fano signing out.